Hasta la vista, Mojoholics.
Goodbye.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 coolest Terminator facts.
You don't want to do this!
Desire is irrelevant.
For this list, we've looked at the entire Terminator franchise and collected the most interesting and impressive facts surrounding the series.
You are terminated.
Number 10. Linda and Leslie Hamilton. Modern audiences might believe that the seeing double scenes with Sarah Connor in Judgment Day are the product of early CGI or a complicatedly subtle hair and makeup process. However, the truth is that what we see is actually two different people. Leading cast member Linda Hamilton actually starred in certain scenes, including the playground dream sequence, alongside her identical twin sister Leslie. The Sarah Connor sisters are doing it for themselves. Number 9. Man's best friend, cyborg style.
Not a man. Machine. Terminator.
The first Terminator film put James Cameron on the movie-making map. But it may not have done that had the director not been so adamantly against some production company suggestions.
Are you saying it's from the future?
Perhaps the dumbest of these ideas was to incorporate a cyborg dog into the Terminator film. Somebody behind the scenes believed that Kyle Reese should arrive from the future with a robotic pet pooch.
What's the dog's name?
Every dog may have his day, but happily this one didn't.
But I thought, aren't we changing things? I mean, right now, changing the way it goes.
Number 8. The Terminator was nearly taken to court.
What did he just say?
He said there's a storm coming in.
Okay, so android Arnie himself wasn't personally sued, but the Terminator movie landed itself in a lot of legal hot water. Sci-fi speculative fiction writer Harlan Ellison felt as though the film borrowed way too heavily from his own work. Specifically, 2 episodes of the second season to his early 60s TV series The Outer Limits. An argument settled out of court in the end. Cameron has subsequently referred to Ellison as, quote, a parasite. But the former got his name featured on the movie's end credits anyway.
He's got the third finger to the glass hand. Grab it as soon as it solidifies in case something goes wrong with the transmission.
Number 7. James Cameron almost wasn't trusted to direct.
You can't do that.
Wrong.
A film that ultimately proved the vital first step in James Cameron's career. 1984's The Terminator almost wasn't entrusted to the Canadian filmmaker at all.
Get out.
Cameron wrote the screenplay, but the now celebrated storyteller was only prepared to sell to a production company that would allow him to direct. Largely inexperienced in feature film, a deal proved exceptionally difficult to strike.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse.
Eventually, however, Cameron teamed up with Hemdale Pictures and Orion Pictures, was given an extremely modest budget of around $6.5 million, and was able to make sci-fi movie history.
You're terminated.
Number 6. Edward Furlong's voice problems.
Okay, time out. Stop the bike. Time out. Come on, stop the bike.
Making his acting debut for Terminator 2, Edward Furlong was just 13 years old when cast in Judgment Day. Child film star or not, however, Furlong still had a lot of growing up to do, and that caused a lot of problems during production.
What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking.
Furlong's voice broke while filming, meaning that the majority of his scenes had to be redubbed in the name of consistency.
I order you not to go. I order you not to go.
A process that delayed the movie's completion further still. It was still a sequel well worth the wait.
You're not here to kill me. I figured that part out for myself. So what's the deal?
My mission is to protect you.
Number 5. No one wanted to make the Terminator.
Go!
The Terminator franchise may be one of the most groundbreaking series of films in motion picture history, but not everyone saw the potential from day one.
It's definitely you.
Mel Gibson famously turned down the chance to play the title character, while one O.J. Simpson was in the running, but was, perhaps ironically, considered unbelievable as a killer.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
Behind the camera, there were considerable doubts as well. Studios repeatedly said no to the scripts, and even the director's agent hated the idea.
Look, it may take a while. You want to wait? There's a bench over there.
Number 4. The catchphrase that might have been.
I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. I was told that she's here. Could I see her, please?
No, can't see her. She's making a statement.
These films offer their fair share of catchphrases, but the one that stands out most famously might never have been mouthed at all. Arnie's iconic
I'll be back
was originally mused as I'll come back, and also I will be back, on account of Schwarzenegger struggling to pronounce I'll. 3 phrases with very similar meanings, the slightest of changes can make all the difference.
Stay here. I'll be back.
I'll come back might never have been constantly parodied in playgrounds and offices worldwide. I'll be back definitely was, and in fact still is.
I'm almost out. I'll be back. You've been back enough. I'll be back.
Number 3. The John Connor curse.
My destiny.
John. Essentially, the idea in our next entry is that everyone who plays John Connor is destined to suffer some form of bad luck post-filming.
This is John Connor.
Edward Furlong took on the role for T2 before battling drug abuse and alcoholism for years afterward.
Just put up your hand and say, I swear I won't kill anyone.
The same fate befell T3's Nick Stahl, who was often seen in and around LA's Skid Row after Rise of the Machines.
This is John Connor at Crystal Peak.
Even established Hollywood superstar Christian Bale couldn't entirely avoid the curse. Footage of him violently swearing at the film crew was leaked alongside Terminator Salvation.
Then why are you trashing my scene? I'm not trying to trash. You are trashing my scene. You do it one more time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
Jason Clarke, good luck.
I look at each of you, and I see the marks of this long and terrible war.
Number 2. Nothing is too dangerous for James Cameron. Every director has to be entirely dedicated to his or her movie if it's ever going to succeed. But with T2, James Cameron took a few more risks than most. During the climactic helicopter chase scene, Cameron's film crew refused to shoot part of the sequence because of the incredible danger involved.
We need your truck.
Hurry!
Unperturbed, the director took up the reins himself and personally pressed record. Had Cameron not had the courage, we would never have had the shot. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Should stay in San Francisco, Dr. Kogan.
By signing this consent form, you'd be donating your body to a noble cause.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Who sent you?
You did. 35 years from now, you reprogrammed me to be your protector here, in this time.
Number 1. The Terminator is a dream come true. As the popular saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When James Cameron visited the Italian capital, however, he did the exact opposite. Unless everybody else in the city was daydreaming about a futuristic robotic Armageddon, which we highly doubt. The idea for T1 came into the director's mind quite suddenly while he was laid up with sickness in Europe. For most, images of destruction and unstoppable machines would only make you sicker. For Cameron, they signaled the start of something really special.
I am not stupid, you know. They cannot make things like that yet.
Not yet.
Not for about 40 years.
Do you agree with our list?
So you don't really care if this mission succeeds or not?
Which Terminator fact do you find the coolest?
Why do you cry?
For more futuristic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna get some quarters. I'll be back, all right?